Yeah, this is your boy Carlton Louison. Remember, it's not the label, it's the life. Right? Tonight we're gonna look at salt intake. We love salt, especially Caribbean people. We love salt, and we have a issue even in Trinidad, especially in Trinidad, and I'm sure in a lot of the Caribbean islands, we have an issue with hypertension, high blood pressure. Right? So, how much salt do you need? Our body needs only a small amount of sodium. We should get about 1500 milligrams of it every day, but the average American takes in about 3400 milligrams of salt every day. I wonder how much the average Caribbean person or the average Trinidadian takes in. Too much salt can lead to a stroke, heart disease, and high blood pressure. But how do you know if you're taking in too much salt? Are you going to measure every milligram of salt? Are you going to weigh salt before you put it in the pot of soup or your rice or your provision? Are you going to measure it? So we're going to look at telltale signs that you're eating too much salt, right? One, you're feeling bloated or you're looking bloated. Bloating when your stomach feels swollen or tight is one of the most common short-term effects of having too much salt. It helps your body retain water, so extra fluid builds up. Foods don't have to taste salty for them to be high in sodium. Sandwiches, pizza, bagels, and canned soup can be sneaky sources of salt. Two, your blood pressure is high. Of course, there are lots of reasons you might have high blood pressure, but one could be too much sodium. The change in blood pressure happens through your kidneys. Too much salt makes it harder for them to get rid of fluids that you don't need. As a result, your blood pressure goes up. And three, you're puffy. Swelling can be a sign of too much sodium in your body. Sometimes some people feet swell, right? And you see it in their slippers and their sandals. It's like this, the flesh puffing over the sandals, right? Your ankles swelling, right? If you're more puffy than usual, take a look at how much salt you're eating. You're really thirsty. Next one. If you've been really thirsty lately, it could be a sign you're eating too much salt. When that happens, you become dehydrated. Your body pulls water from your cells, and you might start to feel very thirsty. Drinking water can help neutralize that salt and can freshen up them cells. Yeah. You've gained weight. I didn't know salt can make you gain weight. When you retain water, you might gain weight. If you put on pounds quickly over a few weeks or even a few days, it could be because you're having too much salt. If you gain more than 2 pounds in a day or 4 pounds in a week, think back to the foods you ate during the past few days and try to make changes to cut down on the salt. You use the restroom a lot. More salt could lead to more trips to the bathroom. This could be because salt can make you very thirsty, which might encourage you to drink more water. Later on, you might have to go to the bathroom more than usual. Next one. You aren't sleeping well. Good. Sometimes I don't sleep well either, no? So I must eating too much salt, right? It can lead to disturbances in your sleep. Signs can range from restless sleep to waking up often at night. Yeah, that's me sometimes. To not feeling rested in the morning. So you gotta watch that. You feel weak. Well, I don't feel weak, thank God. When there's too much salt in your blood, water gushes out of your cells to thin out the salt. The result, you might start to feel weaker than usual. Right? Your stomach bothers you. If too much salt in your diet makes you dehydrated, your stomach will feel it. You might feel nauseated, right? Or you might have diarrhea if your stomach is upset, or you might have cramps. Take a look at what you've been eating during the past few days and figure out how to cut back on the salt. Drinking plenty of water can help rehydrate your cells and get you feeling better. So of course the 6 to 8 glasses of water people say, it's a good thing, to use on a daily basis, right? So salt long-term effects. It might raise your chances of things like enlarged heart muscles, headaches, heart failure, high blood pressure, kidney disease, kidney stones, you remember that by osteoporosis, stomach cancer, and stroke. Too much salt. How to cut down on salt? Yeah, I have a solution. We talked about the problem. So what is our solution? Right? Choose fresh meats instead of packaged ones. That's one. When you buy frozen vegetables, choose ones that are fresh frozen and stay away from ones with seasoning or sauces already added. Read labels and check the sodium content in the foods you buy. You know, you can check probably the daily recommended allowance, right? For salt, and if the package or whatever you're buying have more than that. Now you see that corn kernels and and tortilla chips and all them chips and chips. You gotta watch that. Yeah. When choosing spices and seasonings, go for ones that do not list sodium on their labels. If you eat out, you can ask for your dish to be prepared without salt. Right? Could cut down on that. Good. So those are the basic things about salt, guys. You know, and this is something that we really need to cut down on, especially in Trinidad. You know, high blood pressure, not a good thing. I don't think people, I mean, that could have you in a really, really bad, uncomfortable state. All right. So I, for one, I'm gonna start cutting down on my salt, and yeah, try to have a better quality of life, because I don't want to be laid up in a sick bed in a hospital anywhere. All right. So I want to have a healthy life, and a long and healthy life as God would grant me, you know, as much as possible. So let's do what we could. Let's do what we could in our power to help make our lives a little better. And what is outside of our power? Well, we gotta just live with it. I thank God. Yeah, so for these people who have given us these guidelines, and I hope you can take it. You can watch the video again and review what was said, and you can go to WebMD and check out so much great stuff about your health. God bless you. Have a great night. Hey, remember, it's not the label, it's the life. Take care of yourself.